There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Big stop, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. They're going to need some therapy after this.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Check, check, check. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Check one.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He was tackled.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 5.
A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. On 1st down, it's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
And the Vikings.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Brought down at the 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Packers.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he finds Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
and it's 17-7.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 17, Packers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Here we go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cousins on the
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got room. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
By the Vikings.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 31, Packers 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
Complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Minnesota.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Darnell Savage.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Vikings, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down.